With the war and the humanitarian crisis getting worse in Ukraine, more people in other countries are trying to find new ways to help. One brave firefighter is hard at work developing a new plan.
Trying to plan a mission to cross an ocean, and then from there to cross into a war zone gets very tricky, very difficult.
I'm Arthur Brooke, and you're watching my Worldview Report. I met Eric at El Cajon's Fire Station 18, near San Diego, where he has taken it on himself to recruit volunteers and launch a dangerous mission. He will be traveling with his team of skilled firefighters to Ukraine, to the places where they need the most help to rescue civilians from the rubble of destroyed homes. Could you tell me about the project and journey you've embarked on?
So the project that I worked on right now is I run a nonprofit that helps fire departments in Mexico. We get gear and equipment and training. And after seeing what's going on in Ukraine and watching the firefighters on TV with the struggles that they're having with the amount of tragedy going on over there, we're trying to put together a group of firefighters from the United States that can go over and assist with rescue efforts.
What expertise and experience do you have that prepared you for this mission?
Well, I've been a firefighter now for 19 years. I'm trained in Rescue Systems 1, which teaches basic moving of heavy objects and lifting debris off of people, rope rescue, confined space rescue, auto extrication, water rescue. I've also been deployed to combat zones 2 times for the United States Army.
Amazing. What inspired you to organize this project?
Well, what inspired me is just seeing what I've been watching on the news with the firefighters and emergency services workers over there. They're overwhelmed with the amount of injuries that are going on, and they don't have a lot of outside help. So that's when I tried to come up with a project to get as many interests of American firefighters and or paramedics that are willing to go over there into a war zone and assist the citizens of Ukraine and the Ukrainian emergency services to help save as many people as we can over there.
So what kind of people are you looking for to work on your team?
Since we are going to a war zone, preferably people that are firefighters, EMT, or paramedics that are also military veterans, because they'll understand some of the risk associated with what's going on in Ukraine.
How long do you think the mission will be?
We're trying to make it where it's a 15 to 20 day commitment in country. That means from the minute we step foot in Ukraine. And then after that, it's to come home and then hopefully have enough volunteers in the future and fundraise so we can keep sending people over and continue the search operations and assistance with Ukrainian emergency services. A lot of the stuff we're going to do is going to be manual labor, just sifting through rubble, helping treat injured. I may have gotten a bunch of what they call combat application tourniquets donated and bleeding control stuff donated, because it's going to be much needed over there. You know, with it being a war zone, FEMA's not sending help, nobody's sending help, and it's tricky because it's not a NATO nation, so you got to find your own gear, your own team of people that want to go and assemble it. So the goal is to raise funds so we can get all the equipment, so down the road when we come back and other people want to go, the equipment's already there. It's just a matter of getting people there to assist.
What would you like to say to people who are watching this?
Well, right now, if you're inspired to help me, you can follow me on Facebook. I did do a Facebook post about it. I've been trying to find ways to raise money to get the rescue equipment and gear that we would need to go over there to perform the missions and to assist with search and rescue operations. So we're trying to get battery-powered extrication equipment, battery-powered saws, tools and equipment for what they call forcible entry and breaking and breaching, and tools for lifting heavy objects like collapsed walls, steel beams, and trying to even acquire and talk to some vendors about possible thermal imaging cameras that can be used to assist in searching for trapped victims. It was a pleasure meeting all of you yesterday who can now help open up some doors to some organizations that I wasn't aware of that can make this mission actually come true.
I appreciated this interview.
Yeah, thank you.
There are lots of ways motivated people are getting involved and doing what they can to help the brave people of Ukraine who are fighting on the front line for the free world. And if you would like to help with this firefighter rescue mission, here is a link that will connect you straight to their project. Because right now, in Ukraine, they are not just fighting for their lives, but for the values of freedom and democracy that we take for granted. A power-hungry dictator is taking country after country, and if we don't all get involved and defeat him now, mark my words, the cost and the pain will only get worse for all of us.